The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Well, hello everybody, welcome back to another rip-roaring episode of What's the Script? We're now on episode, a wee dance there for Chris, episode 22, series 5, coming towards the end of series 5, just this one and another 3 to go. And my name's Craig, and as always, in equal measure, my good friend and co-host, Chris. How are you, bud?
I am on top of the world.
Looking down on creation is the only explanation I can find.
Aye, well, I survived Storm. Was it Storm Yun? Storm Yun?
I've heard 3 different channels pronounce it differently. I'm not even saying it. Storm Welsh cunt.
Oh, I survived that, mate. Me, the dog, and the cat hunkered down and fared the perfect storm. I was terrified for my life as I chowed into some food and watched films there on my unbreakable internet and all that. Went, oh, suffering, oh.
Aye. Do you know what? And I'm sure everybody else that went. See, the night before, right, we were well warned about this. My mum, who was going up to see that night, texts me and says, "Can you get me some dog food on your way home? No bother." Into Asda, and it was like the fucking end of days, mate. It was like COVID. Shelves were empty. People were running about, trolleys full, weeks' messages, months' messages, because we were going to get a bit of wind for 7 hours.
Right.
I was raging, man. This woman in front of me had a full trolley in the queue, and then her ma appeared with a trolley and cut the queue. And we're all, "Oh, you fucking..." And she's just, stay safe. Come out here and fucking let your tyres down, you bastard.
You've no stayed safer cutting this line, you fucking rat. But,
Aye.
mate, I had the dentist the day before, and I went, well, I'm fucking up here now, so I'll go to Asda and get fucking essentials. My essentials were liver for the dog, twisters for the dog, iron brew, and rolls.
And limes, mate. Limes. Get your limes.
Limes are on, but you're right. But I was like, looking about, and I'm going, this place is awfully busy. You know what it was like? Days before Christmas. See, look, fucking, like you say, the full trolleys, all the bits and bobs and fucking XYZ, and they're going, I mean, what the fuck's going on? Because obviously, see, when I'm off, I switch off the world. Right, see the news? I mean, there could have been fucking bombs dropped in London, and I wouldn't know about it, right? And I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And then I get back to the house, and then I think you started texting me about the panic buying, and I'm going, should I have been panic buying? Should I have bought wee mini pork pies? No, fucking.
Aye.
Oh.
I honestly, mate, I stood and watched people picking up things. You can just tell in their face that I wouldn't normally buy that, but I might need it. Fucking it in their trolley because they were holding it in front of their face. Well, I put it in. You never know what's going to happen. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Fucking.
Mate, see, I think about it. There was like an older woman, and I swear she must have had about 24 cans. I'm guessing soups and fucking stuff like that. And I'm going, by the way, I want to find out where you stay. You see, when the zombies come,
Aye. Apocalypse food. Aye. Stuff you can eat out a can cold as well. That's the thinking man's woman.
What's that? Fucking tuna ravioli. Fuck bought that.
Aye. Fucking be merry for Postal in the fucking World Foods aisle buying Polish stuff and all that. Just get in there. Get it, fucking. Polish pickles for Warsaw. Aye, we'll need them. We can use them as fucking aye, sauerkraut. We can use that as fucking currency.
Oh, creamed lentils like that.
Aye. So that was Scotland. And don't be wrong, a lot of people get hurt hard. My mom's 6-foot fence blew off that night. The night of the storm, Big Ian went out. Had to B&Q was open, so salute to everybody that works in B&Q. Well done for getting to your work. Had to buy rope and all that, but it was over as much before it began, wasn't it? It was.
Aye. What I say is, mate, there was a couple of trampolines around here that immigrated, and there was a shop sign blew off, and one of our local fucking idiots climbed underneath. but effectively, that was it. You know what I mean?
Do you know that made the news? That made the news and the radio. I've heard it on as well.
That woman?
That woman that was store. For context, people, if you don't know about it, a store sign fell off a store in Glasgow. A passing lady saw the opportunity, stuck her leg underneath it, and get her pal to take a photo and try to get a claim. It was bad acting, man. Even her face. I'm sore. Fuck off.
Aye. It was like one of the old posters for the 50s. No. Watch what you're doing, running with scissors. And like, I've been stabbed.
1985 work safety video, health and safety. Putting forks in your eye and all that shit. But there we go, folks. That was Storm. Leak or Sheep for Wales.
Aye.
Storm Dean Saunders.
Aye. And there's another one on the way, I know, which is a laugh, but we'll deal with that when it comes.
Joy. I'll start my panic buying a week before that, I think.
What's the Lambris bread?
Oh, look, more Lambris bread. That was a wee movie reference there. You know what I mean, folks? Well done, Christopher. Right, let's crack on. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to Quaint for the title tracks, as always, and Native Origins for getting on board. Update on Native is the launch has got to be delayed back to April now because it's a day with a financial year thing. That's all I know. But it's not underhand or anything. It just makes perfect business sense. Why get a bill for 3 months when you can start afresh in April? So it'll get there, is what I'm saying. So if you need a hoodie, just hold your fucking horses, all right? Hit the likes, hit the shares, hit the loves, hit subscribe. We're doing smashing things. Facebook group page, 458 souls. YouTube has shot up to 335 subscribers. And how's the TikTok doing, Chris?
I think with TikTok getting banned, a few people shut their accounts down. Because it has dropped. But hey ho, it's one of the things. I don't pay attention to the social medias anyway, because X is fucking, I don't know, man. It's just fucking propaganda, fucking TV at the minute. Just everything. I mean, there's like senators in America and all that. I'm getting their tweets and I've never even heard of them. You know what I mean? It's. I'm like, you're fucking right, that is outrageous. How dare they park in the fucking red zone? Bastards.
Vote for Big Don Charlson of Mayor of Hope Town. Population 97. Huh? I don't know. Aye, but you can get us on most of the platforms. You can shout out to us on the Facebook group chat and get on board with the YouTube and see our beautiful wee faces, which is always something different for listening to us in your ears, not it? So this week it was my pick of Chris's list, and I picked a fabulous movie that he's put in, and I had to take off my list as well, which was out in 1988, and we'll get to that in just a moment. And we'll also find out what else happened in 1988. But before we do that, Chris, can I just ask you, what was in your ocular delights of the past week?
Well, You know that we're doing we done Unbreakable last time round.
Yes.
So my original viewing was inspired by such, and I watched Split, smashing film. I watched Glass. That I kind of liked the second time round. Kind of liked it a bit better. Kind of got it a bit more. Followed up by Hancock. Hadn't seen that in ages. That's still smashing. Even though I'm no fond of Will Smith these days, but it's still smashing. I watched Brother Bear, which is a fantastic wee Disney film there. Anybody that knows. My fellow Brother Bears out there.
I want to watch that.
Eventually got to see Nosferatu. I watched Back in Action on Netflix. I also watched The Animal. And finally last night I finished with The Pope's Exorcist, which it's no scary, but I think it's a wee fun film. I think it was like it's like a Constantine sort of thing. I think it's that they're trying to give us a real Constantine.
A Constantine kind of Van Helsing vibe on it.
Aye. Yep. But Nosferatu, I knew it was a rip-off of Bram Stoker's Dracula to begin with anyway, right? But visually, it's same thing. Very gothic, very immersive, but largely, I don't think it met what it was supposed to. I know what I mean. I was expecting to sit down there and go, that was brilliant, but I just didn't feel that way. So, but I would say to everybody, watch it, see what you think about it. You know what I mean? The guy's put effort into it.
I've got it there to watch. I'll watch it maybe Thursday night or something like that. I've never seen the original, which was released when, the 1920s or 30s or something like
that. Aye. That's what I mean. See, when that came out, it was inspired by Bram Stoker, Dracula. Know what I mean? And that film came out, and then obviously Francis Ford Coppola went, "I'm going to make that." Gary Oldman, go on, son. Go and play Big Dracula. Go on. You'll enjoy yourself.
Annie, give us a song. Coming through these arms again. Shut up, Annie.
But that was my ocular delights.
Quite a list, mate. That was a lot. Fucking lot you watched this week.
Well, what about yourself? Plus, I watched my Alaskan Bush People, but I've already seen that. I get something for watching people living in the bush.
Nothing wrong with that. You just looked out your window and storm seen people fucking walking about in suits of armour or walking their dogs and all that. Walking their dogs like kites. Hey!
Mate, I was so tempted to start doing Bear Grylls stuff out there like that. The bins are falling over. I've got a full bag. Adapt, overcome, survive.
I can use this bin as a shelter. We can make a car out of it. And you mate, smashing. Still diarrheaed yourself halfway up a cliff, but didn't you?
Drinking fucking rainwater out of a washing rope. This will keep you alive.
Using your ma's good fucking washing line as a belt. I don't know. This week, my ocular delights were taken up by I watched and burst Shrinking Season 2. That's fucking great. Absolutely great. Those who know. It's just funny and witty and sketchy and all that stuff. Really great cast. Harrison Ford's fucking smashing in it as well. I started American Primeval. I think I'm on episode 4 or something, and that is awesome, by the way. Absolutely awesome. It's raw and gritty and full of bloods. That's meant to be blood and guts. Bloods. And it's quite graphic. So I'm imploring you, Christopher, because you like that sort of stuff.
I nearly started it last night, but it was too late, and I went, I'll fall asleep and not go back to it. But I might start it afresh today, because I'm going to be meeting up with a Canadian on the interwebs, you know. And I can talk to him like, listen, you had it rough out there, lad.
I started the Jackal. I watched the first episode of that, and it was all right. I don't know if I think I need to be in a frame of mind to get through that, to be honest with you. On your recommendation, I watched Bank of Dave and Bank of Dave 2. Two very good movies, man. Feel good film. The two of them. I watched Nowhere Boy again, which is Aaron Taylor being the young John Lennon, which is a good wee movie. I watched Southern Comfort. Never seen that before, and I enjoyed it. Enjoyed it. I didn't know anything about it. And a good premises. And again, that was a bit graphic and a bit mental. I'm just glad that nobody got deliverenced in it. You know what I mean? Because that put me off that movie. That squeal like a pig, boy. I've never seen it since, man. Never ever. And then lastly, I watched 24-Hour Party People, which is Steve Coogan playing Tony Wilson and talking about the rise and fall of the music scene in Manchester, the Hacienda, Happy Mondays, New Order and all that kind of jazz. Pretty good. I liked it. I just thought Steve Coogan was a bit Steve Coogan-y in it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense. I do like Steve Coogan, but he's a bit partridgey in it.
Yeah.
But that was me, mate. That's all I watched.
Oh, so much diversity in the films this week.
Which is the buzzword of 2024 and 5. Diversity, inclusion. Unless you're a white Christian heterosexual male and no, you can't be included, but no. Oh no, it's about inclusion, but no your lot. All right, okay. Anyway, that's a debate for another day. So 1988, mate, Young Guns, fucking movie and a half, which we will get to, but I want to know what else was happening when I was 10-year-old in 1988.
Oh, here we go. Well, a lot was happening, Foxy. Well, the Soviet Union pulls out of Afghanistan.
I didn't know it fucking shagged it. Jesus.
Aye. Obviously, because Rambo was in there, fucking, here you. Get out. Go on.
That's a good shout, that.
Fucking behave yourselves. Holland won Euro 88.
Oh, so many prizes.
Much like. Also, on a more bummer note, Al Qaeda was formed.
Oh.
And they're still kicking about there, boys. Still fucking.
That was a badge, aye. What a football team. Founded 1988.
And finally, apparently, according to the interwebs, George Bush Sr. wins the vote to become president, as he was the vice president beforehand. So
took us into fucking the Gulf 2 years later, didn't he? Prick.
That's it. But that was your events, your wee quick rundown of events there, because a lot of madness is happening. There was a lot of bombs and fucking, as you can imagine, Afghanistan was going off its nuts. Saddam Hussein was fucking running riot and all that stuff. You know what I mean? But if you wanted to escape the world, right? You went to the pictures. You were in for absolute belters, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get Beetlejuice,
hey!
Die Hard,
hey!
Coming to America,
hey!
Twins,
Oh,
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh.
They Live.
Oh, Jesus. I'm not having that. I'm saying that's 1987.
Oh, Mississippi Burning.
Oh.
Big. And a wee animated delight there that tore many hearts. The Land Before Time.
Oh, what a fucking list that is, by the way.
Well, they had to make shit.
Oh, Jesus. That's a binge. I'm going to listen back to that and fucking put it on a playlist for myself. That's brilliant, that.
But if, like, most times you go to the pictures, you go, you know what? I'm not ready to go home.
I'm not going home. Oh, no, look at him. No, keep me.
Where will we go? Where will we go, Agnes? I know where we'll go, Betty. We'll go up to the discotheque. And we'll shake our chamois. Hey! But when you up there, you walk in and right away the DJ has got The Only Way Is Up by Yaz on. So that's you away already. Hey. But it gets better, mate. Gets better. Keeps going. The buzz does not stop. Because we've got I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany.
Oh, fucking smash.
I Owe You Nothing by either Bros or Bros, however you want to look at it.
Ross, mate. Ross.
We'll get out of my get out of my dreams and into my car by Billy Ocean.
Oh.
I Should Be So Lucky by Kylie Minogue. And Heaven Is a Place on Earth by Belinda Carlisle. So,
Oh, Belinda. Oh, my crush. My crush.
so you're up there like that. Oh, geez it.
Oh, what a fucking B playlist that was. Oh, Jesus.
But then you went home. You went home and you turned on the news.
Oh, no.
And you went, oh no. Some people have left us. But because we went back to 88, I've also brought in some buffs that
good man.
didn't cheer me up, but I'll let you know he's going with it. So Heather O'Rourke died as the wee lassie for the Poltergeist.
Oh, we talked about her, didn't we?
Aye. Enzo Ferrari, he died. We get Judith Barzey also died. She was the wee lassie that voiced the wee lassie in All Dogs Go to Heaven. Tragic story, by the way. If you Google that, that'll break your wee heart there.
Oh.
Roy Orbison also left us. He stepped up and played.
Only the lonely.
Anne Ramsey, the bad ma for the Goonies, she also left us.
Oh, throw mum off a train, mum.
Aye.
Jesus.
But to counteract the deaths, stars were born. So Rihanna was born. Adele was born. Emma Stone was born. Rupert Grint was born. Glenn Powell was born. And Tyson Fury was born.
Oh, that's a challenging link.
So some people died, some people were born, but aye, that was a wee rundown of 88 there. I'll tell you now, the highlights was the films and the tunes.
Oh, no half, mate. That was a smashing, factual, in-depth investigation you done there. Well done. I can't believe I'm 10 years older than all the people that were born, but...
No, that's... Oh,
well... Oh! Just got a notification. Oh, my TikTok shop. Delivery is out for delivery. Oh, excited.
I thought you were going to say, there's Adele and Rihanna text me. They say, not to worry.
You'd still get it, Big Bruce. You'd still get it. So, Young Guns, mate, was on your list. It was also on mine. Why do you like Young Guns, 1988? Tell us a wee synopsis, actually.
Oh, well, wee synopsis there. I'll just make it up on the spot, as I do. We've got a man there, a nice man, Mr. Tunstall. Mr. Tunstall there. He's
Tunstall. Like Mr. Tunstall. What was it?
Like, I'm going to take these boys in. I'm going to make them hired hands, and I'm going to educate them. I'm going to better them. And then there's a big bastard out there called Murphy. He's a greedy man, a corrupt man, an unjust man. But he says, I'm getting rid of him, and we'll be young charge hands here, regulators, decide to get revenge, where they get deputised first and then decide to go because we've got Billy the Kid here, know what I mean? But effectively, that's it. It's somebody's wronged, and we're going to right this wrong in old Western fashion. But, aye.
Is that you,
That's the reason I liked it, mate. Mate, I remember it way, way back. And you're talking like VHS, big, massive boob tube telly. See that thing? It's soon used to go, oh, it's a flat screen. Oh, is that one of the flat screens? No, it's the front of it's flat, but see the back of it. The back of it's like the arse of the Titanic.
If you take that screen off, you could reverse a fucking Ford Focus into it. Fucking use it in a garage. I remember the tellies, mate.
Parks his car.
That's when you used to have to ask somebody to help you move the telly. Won't help us move this telly. What? Get it back here! Oh, fucking! Oh.
But I just remember if we back then, I think it was like one of the kind of first kind of westerny films I watched. And it's also hilarious and all that we couldn't watch it all the time if my younger brother David was there. Because, again, being the household that we were, we had seen The Lost Boys before we seen Young Guns. So my brother used to see Keifer Sutherland and go, he's a fucking vampire. So that was it.
No fuck all about vampires. It's brilliant, mate. As I say, it was on my list of awe. It reminds me of a time where I've said it before. We had found out the technology of how to run a cable for the living room into our room so we could watch videos. You know what I mean? And this was another one of the ones that was watched nearly every day by myself in my room. And I loved it. Loved it. Just what a cast, full of action. It's funny. And I didn't really appreciate the factual nature of it as well until we were doing this podcast and I read up a lot of trivia and I'm sure we'll get to it. It's great. Every character's a real person.
Aye. Aye. Brilliant, man. Obviously, lens for real people, real things that happened. Obviously, it has to be entertainment, so kind of goes into a bit of the old mythos, but it's brilliant, man. I'd maybe go as far as to say it's probably my favourite Western. So,
it's a bold statement, Cotton.
Aye, it's a
bold, it pays off.
Statement.
Aye.
Aye, directed by Christopher Kane there. And according to the interwebs, which I don't know if it's true or no, but the budget was 13 million and it brought in 56 million. Right. So, a nice wee hefty return there. Obviously, the cast, if nobody knows, it's stellar.
Oh, take a deep fucking breath before you start this. You might need to pause and have a drink in the middle of
it. So, we've got Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen, Keifer Sutherland, Blue Diamond Phillips, Dermot Mulroney, Casey Seimaszko. I don't know how you say his set name.
Fuck, you said that.
Seimaszko? I don't know. But Terrance Stamp, Jack Palance, Terry O'Quinn, Alice Carter, and Geoffrey Blake. That's where I stopped because I feel they're the main characters, the main players, you know. But aye, I've already said about the cast, smashing in it.
So good, so fucking good, man. We say it in jest a lot, but we didn't know you were fucking born. That is a cast and a half, man. Even see when you think, would you cry him? Dermot Mulroney, Mulroney, whatever his fucking name is. See the things he's been in ever since this, the movies and the series and all that jazz. Oh, it's amazing. Mad Charlie Sheen there when he before he had to lost all his jobs for the pumping and that, you know.
I think the studios punted it out there like it was like a Brat Pack ensemble thing again, because apparently that's what chased other actors that were considered for roles in it. Originally Sean Penn was apparently considered for the role of Billy the Kid, but because of his legal troubles at the time, he was unavailable for filming. And the Charlie Sheen role of Dick was offered to Patrick Swayze, but he turned it down because he wanted to distance himself with the Rat Pack sort of thing. So could have been a very different film.
It could have been a very different film. Very, very different film. Smashing. What I was a wee bit disappointed in the IMDb, a 6.8 out of 10, and the Rotten Tomato critic score of 43%. I've heard another couple of podcasts that we listen to do this as well, and they've kind of poo-pooed the movie as well. But I think they're looking at it for a totally, maybe that's what their jam is, looking at it for maybe a totally fucking critique point of view, but I enjoy it immensely. I think it's just a fucking shit good time, start to finish.
It's like no shite on other like Western films, but a lot of them are a bit fucking. See, just if you're lacking a bit of words, see, like romantic. Know what I mean? Like fucking this land is built for you and me and all that. You're like, it's really fucking bad out here.
Aye. Aye. Do you know one of my favourite funny films is A Million Ways to Die in the West, Seth MacFarlane. I think it's fucking batshit funny as fuck. And they make light of the fact that everything kills you in the West. Everything. You can die a farting. You know what I mean? Fucking anything bites you, you're dead. If you get the cold, you're dead. If you cut your finger, you're dead. Fucking harsh.
Aye, it's like, again, no to shite with them because there is ones out there you go, they're good movies for the time. But to see this, I think this was more. I don't know, man. It was more like coming into the 90s attitude, if you know what I mean. It was more. I don't know. I can't find the words, but wasn't like the wee house in the prairie sort of thing. Know what I mean? It was
Aye.
a lot of
It's no bonanza or fuck off.
Aye. A heavy duty. It wasn't like fucking let's have a bar fight. Know what I mean? People getting, and then all the time the guy's still playing the piano.
Playing the piano. Fucking. Don't stop, Patrick.
Well, I mean,
listen.
Even see Estevez, right? I've watched. Obviously, before we do this, you go back and you watch all the. He didn't like the film. He didn't like the film they made, and he like kind of characterized it as it was a metal western. Know what I mean? It wasn't the westerns he watched and loved growing up and all that stuff.
Right.
And that's why he made the second one. He says he felt he could right some wrongs with that. But I was like, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why we like it. Maybe it is. It's like a cut away from the western.
He hated it that much that he fucking done a sequel.
Aye. But that's what he says. He made the second one to right some wrongs. And apparently the rumour out there right now is there's a Young Guns 3, a script's already written, and Emilio Estevez is the one pushing for it. And I'm like,
gateway back into the public fucking domain, is it, Emilio? which I'm pretty sure was his decision to back away from mainstream movies, wasn't
it? Aye. Because I was like, I did think, look, he's done this and Breakfast Club and stuff like that, so it was like he was out there sort of thing, and then just faded into the background. But I mean, Josh Hartnett done that and all. He was in everything. He could get any role he wanted, and he disappeared. And it was more down to the fact he went, I just wanted to step away. And they're going, all right, well, fair enough.
Aye. No, fair play. Because Emilio was a big deal, man. He was in a lot of shit, man. He was done the Three Mighty Ducks and, as you say, Breakfast Club. There was another one. He was a cop in
Stakeout.
Aye, Stakeout. That was good, man. That was funny. But anyway, great cast, fantastic cast. The trivia about on set, off camera sounds just like a big group of pals having a laugh at one another. It's all night the actors would actually get together to play music and sing. When they were drunk, they'd make Lou Diamond Phillips sing La Bamba as he had played Richie Valens in La Bamba in 1987. Oh, Lou! Dang. Hey, shut up, man. Hey, this song. Just imagine them going, hey!
Oh, the rest is Cowboys.
Aye.
Fucking. Aye. I was going to say that. Lou Diamond Phillips, it must have been fucking very early in his career when he got it.
Again, he was kind of hot property. Just mentioned there, he done La Bamba the year before and done another few things. But again, now you only really see him bit parts and in series and stuff like that. But I think he kind of had some troubles and stepped away for a period. And I think that's what a lot of actors are feared today. They're feared to step away because they maybe don't get back in. But I'm sure he's happy. Yeah.
Whereas your man there, Dirty Steve, fucking, I was like, I went, where have I seen him before? And I think the last thing I seen him in, he was in the most recent Scream.
Game. Aye.
I was like, you dirty Steve!
As
Have you
opposed to a
washing your
dirt,
face with shite?
as opposed to being a dirty bastard in the Scream there. You can't. Spoiler alert. You're not seeing it.
Aye. It's the guy in Scream. I don't know what to say. People are like, I've not seen that. Well, you've had about a year to watch it, pal. You've had a year.
Mm-hmm. But it
2
sounds as
years,
if
maybe.
they all got on anyway, and they all had a right good time.
Aye.
Even, I mean, Keifer Sutherland, he had to leave because of the birth of his child, and I never knew this. It says when the men were going through the Indian village, Doc, who's played by Sutherland, is at the front of the group wearing a cover on his face, but it's actually no Keifer Sutherland who had left the set due to the birth of his Wayne. It's an act. It's a stand-in. It's like,
Aye.
cheeky bastard.
He became a dear papa.
Aye, and they fucking, instead of waiting for him to get back, they just shot the scene with somebody else in it. But that was nice.
Well, that's it, mate. That's it. But you you texted me the other night there about a certain cameo in the film. No, I'd known for quite some time, but again, that's because I was fucking just reading up and daft shit. Know what I mean? See, when I watched a film and I'm obsessed with a film, I'll go back and I'll read fucking so many things about it. But
Aye.
who's in it, mate? Who was in it? Who was the
No,
wee
listen.
secret cameo?
You tell the people. I can't, I'm still shocked. Tell the people.
So he's shook to his core. Bye, people. Tom Cruise is in the film, and he plays a henchman, and he's killed on screen,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very fleeting. You wouldn't know, but if you go, the picture's on the internet, and you will see it, because apparently it was filming nearby the location, and one of the guys making the film says, "You want to step?" Because apparently it was offered to be in the film, but I don't know how true that was.
Uh-huh.
But aye, it was shot and killed in the movie because he hadn't been shot and killed before, so that was what he wanted to do. He wanted to check that off.
Aye. So there we go. Nearly 40 years later, I just found out last night. Tom Cruise in the movie. I was like, because I seen his picture, and I'm like, that can't be fucking right. You know what I mean? And then I checked and uncredited. I never get that. Why would you want to be uncredited? Just to fuck people up like me. Probably 37 years later. Hey, got him. It was worth it. Well done, Tom. Fist bump.
But saying that or not, see this film, it was quite the family affair. I'll say family affair, but fucking Jack Palance's son was in it and all. He's the one that got hurt with, see the knife when he's on horseback by the river. That is Jack Palance's son. And John Wayne's son played Pat Garrett.
Oh,
So,
right.
So there you go. There's a bit of Western royalty in there.
No half. And plus the fact, for those who don't know, I'm sure Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen are brothers, sons of Martin Sheen. But Emilio didn't like his name. Know what I mean? I can't remember what his birth name was, but he got his name changed, which his dear papa must have been fucking delighted about.
Well, saying that, it kind of worked out because it was. I mean, Charlie Sheen was big, know what I mean? And big films and stuff. So effectively, it would have been Charlie Sheen's brother. Know what I mean? Whereas Emilio Estevez kind of steps out, like, oh, here, what's your name?
Probably wanted to make it in his own right because his dad was a big deal, wasn't he? Still is. Martin Sheen, Apocalypse Now, and all that. Do you know what I mean? So, aye, but there you go. Quite the family affair, as you said, sir. So that was bloody good. More trivia for the people. In one scene, right? This just lends to the fact that the film was based on true events. Billy reads a report that claims he's a lefty and replies, "I ain't no left-handed." And this is in reference to films, books, and media wrongly claiming Billy the Kid was left-handed based on tintype photography. And MD doesn't know about tintype. It produces a reverse image, making Billy look like he used his left hand to shoot. So it's like your selfie. It doesn't reset itself. You get it backwards. everybody just assumed he was a lefty. Do you know what I mean? Shows you.
Just you saying selfie to the other night. I came across that song. Let me take a selfie. I was like, why the fuck was that so big, man? It's a shit song.
Tell you what, but see when you play it, like when I DJ and I play it just as a buzz, fucking, it's good. It's rocking, man. Because the wee dancey bit is brilliant. Don't me the verses are shocking. So I went into the room and I said hello and see when Janice came in and blah, 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 blah. What the fuck's going on here? As it sounds like two women.
It's so wretched.
Charlie.
Oh, what?
I wretched. Two women full of Charlie in the toilet talking. You know what I mean? Mental.
Oh, fucking no. Just as you said that, it just popped back into my head there. But, aye. I mentioned Jack Palance's son, but see Jack Palance. He's going to be the fucking. His agent's going to be like, here, Jack. You play a good bad guy. There, go and get work, son. He's like, what am I doing this time? You're kicking a fucking puppy to death. And that's what I'm into. That's what I'm into. Sign me up.
That's what I'm into. I know. Plus the fact, I think he just stayed out in the fucking wilderness for a couple of years to do all his movies, man, because he'd done a few out in the fucking Old West. You know what I mean? City Slickers and the like.
Well, he was in there, no. There's one I watched years ago. It was called Sheen.
Aye.
Oh, fuck, man. He was in that on. I'm going, it's fucking this. It's Big Jack again there.
That's how he made his name in all the fucking westerns, the 50s and 60s and stuff like that. That big joy has.
Well, see what I found out on all the other night? It was actually Marlon Brando's understudy.
Oh, what a fact that is.
Just I want a wee neat web we weave here.
Every time I hear Jack Palance's name, I always think of Seth Rogen in 40-Year-Old Virgin because he pronounces it Palance. Jack Palance. Let's go.
Tell you, man, he's some guy. He plays a smash because I remember seeing again, obviously when we watched this when I was younger, and I'm going, oh, I don't like that man. That man's a bastard.
Aye, he's a scary dude. I mean, even the year later when he was in Batman '89 and he plays Jack.
Aye.
And he's a baddie in that and all, but he just does that. And then, but have we done Tango and Cash? He's the big bad in that as well. He's just got that aura about him that he's an evil bastard.
Aye, he's good at his craft. He's good at playing a bad guy there. But I say this might be my favourite Western, right? And I suppose it is because this is the one I've watched the most. And if I'm going to say somebody to watch a Western, I say watch Young Guns. Young Guns is fucking brilliant. And then watch the second one after it. That's good enough. You know what I mean? But have you got a favourite Western?
We're Seismic Cinema. I'm Colin. I've probably not seen it. Paul's watched it in the wrong order.
And I'm James, and I've probably written an essay on it. And that's Seismic Cinema. We believe in the power of escapism.
Oh, thank God for that. That'll do.
It's a good question, mate. Like you, this will be the one that I've watched far more than any other that I can remember. So this is probably my favourite Western if I'm pushed for about it. I just think there's a lot of good ones. Like we done The Unforgiven, didn't we? That was great. We done Tombstone. That was great.
Yep.
And I've got a lot of love for Django, which isn't really a Western, but it's kinda a Western. But not really. But I know there's a good few out there. But I'll say this as well then. Even though I was so surprised at you saying it, I've just realised it's mine and all. Aye. You got me, you big bastard, you got me.
Oh, what's that? Oh, we badge of convinced.
Do you know another great thing about this movie, which I didn't know, apart of Trevor as well, was not one fight scene in this movie was choreographed. Every single fight scene was ad-libbed.
Do you know how fucking mental that sounds like? Right, listen, we're going to do the scene. Act like cowboys. Beg your fucking pardon?
Aye. Punch me. What? Punch me.
Uh,
So
mate.
it just shows you.
See, another thing talking about the fight scenes, because I think it was like, see, all the gun battles and everything.
Mhm.
Apparently, somebody in the props department, right, went, we'll stuff like porcelain into the guns, sort of thing. We'll pack it. So, see when they shoot, the gun sounds are bigger, like the bangs are bigger and all that, right? But what would happen is pieces of like porcelain would get fired through the air. It was like, this might be a bad idea, lads, because I think there was two. I think Emilio Estevez, he got hit in the face, had to go and get seen to, sort of thing. Know what I mean? You're going, who the fuck signs off on this stuff? That's just a guy that got that. We need to make this seem real. Somebody has to die on this set.
Was Alec Baldwin an executive producer on it,
Yeah,
perhaps?
I was like, this is Alec Baldwin all over again.
You're right. Who comes up with these crazy batshit ideas? Mental. Telling you, man. Had to say as well, like virtually all movies about the events surrounding the Lincoln County War, John Tunstall is depicted as an older, sophisticated man. Tunstall was, in fact, in reality, only 24-year-old when he was murdered, younger than most of his own regulators. Josiah Doc Skurlock was 31 at the time of Tunstall's murder, and Dick was 27. Only 20-year-old Billy, the kid, was younger than John Tunstall. I was quite surprised at that kind of fact as well, because obviously he's played by the wonderful Terrance Stamp, who'll always be General Zod to me. He's portrayed as this older, wiser gentleman who's just wanted to do good business and take in these talented young men, as he refers them to. I suppose it lends gravitas to the role, makes it more believable, doesn't it? In the film.
100%, aye, because it was like fucking. If you've got a young guy there sitting playing this role, you're going, why should the people be listening to this guy? You know what I mean? And it also kind of hits. Obviously, spoiler if you've not seen this, but he gets killed. This is what kicks off the whole fucking thing, sort of thing. But it's like, I feel if he was a younger guy that got killed, I don't think you would feel about it the way you do, because it feels like the father has been killed. Know what I mean?
It's got to say that. See when he gets killed, there's a slow motion that him going backwards and played fucking George Michael. I will be your father figure. We Emilio fucking
Aye. But it's, see, talking about that scene, mate, it's fucking, you're like, oh, this is shady, what's going on here? Know what I mean? And it's like that thing, it happens a lot with me when I watch films, like this is so easily avoided. It's so easily avoided. Let's see the whole Revenge of the Sith. It's easily avoided.
Aye.
But just make him a mask. Just make him a Jedi mask, and it's fucking done. Oh.
Aye, that is easily avoided. But again, it would have get in the road of a right good film. Know what I mean?
Aye. But aye, it's obviously it's the dirty deed. Know what I mean? Obviously, again, Murphy's the bad guy in this. He wants the government contracts to provide beef and all this, and Tunstall was in his way, so he gets rid of him and sets up again. Maybe this is why I like it and all, and I suppose it is most Western movies. Know what I mean? The outsider is kind of wronged, or he goes into a town and it's like corrupt people. But see, revenge films, they work every time. Every time. And I'm wondering if this is maybe why I like this film out of the other Westerns.
Aye, no, I get it. The revenge aspect's brilliant. And it's also a personalised revenge, because you put yourself in their shoes and they see him as a father figure, and you would wonder how you would react to being looked after such a good guy, and then he have to take you in, but he took you in, he's fed you, he's clothed you, and he's trying to teach you good values. You would be like losing your own dad, so you'd want to go out and kill the bastards. But the premise is that they've been deputised to go and bring the men to justice, aren't they? And I think everybody bites their bottom lip and is on board with it and says, right, we'll do that. But just Billy the Kid's just get fucking no way he's going to do that, is he?
No qualms about this. Nah,
No
everybody's
qualms, that was the
fucking
word.
dying.
Aye.
And I suppose
Objection,
later
Your Honour.
I suppose later in the film it kind of makes sense. Is what you're thinking. That if it cause enough ruckus down here, the president has to take note of what the fuck is going on down there.
Aye.
So kind of in a way, he's right. But this is another thing I've wrestled with. Right, not everybody's on board. Right, with Billy the Kid's way of thinking. Right, is he right or is he bad to convince the rest of the regulators to do it this way? I mean, because effectively, come near the end of the film, this is a one-way ticket sort of thing. Know what I mean? So it kind of plays on their emotions about Tunstall. So it's like,
Aye, because you could say that everybody who does get killed gets killed because of Billy.
aye,
Because I mean, I think the first one that hits you kind of hard. We'll get to favourite scenes and all that, but when Dick gets shot, I remember being hit kind of hard as a wee boy when I watched that. That guy who kills him is looking for Billy the Kid because there's a bounty on his head. You know what I mean? So, and then everybody else, like you say, eventually the ones that are left and they end up in the house and die are there because the fucking half America's came to shoot them, burn them out.
Aye.
You know what I mean? Aye, so
I mean, that was the thing I always kind of wrestled with, man. It was like, right, I get Billy's whole thing. I get his shtick that we're going to kill everybody that wronged us. But it's like, especially see the part where the notes really came on top, where they just escaped with their lives, and they're all talking about the heading to Mexico, and he just sways it so that it's like, nah, we need to get this done, sort of thing. Know what I mean?
aye.
And
The person I really feel sorry for is Alex, whose house it is. He's been their kind of advisor and confidant through all this, and he ends up fucking. It's okay. It's just me. Bum 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 bum. Fuck you, dude. Know what I mean? Poor Alex.
Yeah, I almost wondered that as well. The guy with the Gatling gun. Well, I thought about it last night. Like, he must have owed him money or something. He must have owed him money. He was like, he didn't use that Gatling gun the whole time. And the next thing, Alex said, like, get on, geez, can you go, lads? And then that boys went, it's like, oh fuck, I'll owe him $2.
Because I bought you a house back then. You know what I mean? Or it's just the wee boy inside me thinking if I was put in charge of a Gatling gun, I couldn't wait to fire the fucking thing. First thing comes out that door's getting fucking ripped in half, by the way.
See, that's what I like about this film as well, right? Most other westerns, right? Everything's kind of sewn up in a nice wee bow. That it's like a happy ending of sorts. This really isn't a happy ending.
No. And you're quite right at talking about Billy the Kid, Emilio Estevez's character. I remember getting anxiety every time he opened his fucking mouth, feeling like Dick, Charlie, Dirty Steve must have felt. What the fuck's he going to do now? Do you know what I mean? I'm like, oh no. He's laughing. Oh no. Do you know what I mean? He's like that pal you take out with you, and you know he's going to cause fucking. You just try to get through the night without him kicking off for no reason. You know what I mean? He's like that, you cunt.
It's like a bit of Football Factory, isn't it? He's like, please, Bill, don't say anything. There's 10 Spurs standing under the bar, and Bill's just like, see you cunt. I'll cut you first.
Aye. Or that cunt and rock and roller with a pencil. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Or Begbie.
But mate, I was like, again, it was like, there isn't a happy ending. Because effectively, two of our chums get killed. not all the bad guys get killed. Obviously, Murphy gets fucking done in. The lawyer, he's killed. The house is burnt out, and effectively, the survivors of the group are on the run for the rest of their days.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking, where's the where's the Lone Rider riding into the sunset with the high fucking we done it music.
Aye. It's aye. There's peril and there's death, and ultimately, John's death is avenged because the guy that killed him gets killed. But like you say, mate, they're on the run. They'll never feel safe. You know what I mean? Do you know it's actually believed that Billy the Kid's real name was William H. Bonney, but the film correctly lists this as only one of his aliases and gives his real name as Henry McCarthy. And that was apparently his real name, his christened name, his born birth name. I don't like it. I don't like that name.
William H. Bonney's more sexy.
Sounds a lot more theatrical, like that wee cunt in The Unforgiven that was writing the stories for Wild Bill. You know what I mean?
Aye. So, in saying that, I see the guy that proposed this movie, he got obsessed with Billy the Kid, all sorts of research, and he went down to see apparently it's the site where Billy the Kid is buried, and you can see the wee cross, and it has got a wee something scraped onto it saying pals, and apparently that's what inspired the story. Like that. What the fuck? You know what I mean? It was just that was quite good. That wee story that apparently somebody snuck into the graveyard where Charlie and Billy are buried together, and somebody just scraped into their headstones, pals.
Yeah.
What was that?
I think it was Chavez.
Chavez. But mate, see the thing is, I know. See without overdoing it, see each character in this, you get all their story.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean? And that's what we talk about writing now is it's shit in comparison. Know what I mean? Because effectively, this film you don't want anybody to die. Whereas see films now, there can be two characters in the film, and I really don't care how it ends up for them. It's not what I mean.
I get that. It's brilliant. It's a camaraderie in their story, their backstory, however little you hear about it, even around the dinner table when you hear where they all came from. They're like, okay, get that. I like you. I like them all. That's fucking smashing.
Plus, there was this whole subtle, like, we talk about now how films they've always got a message to push. They've got a thing to put out there, right? And there is ways of doing it and all that instead of like blasé in your face and fucking like obviously Chavez's story, how his people were fucking wronged and murdered and all that, and you go, just when I thought I couldn't hate that Murphy bastard any more.
Aye.
Know what I mean?
That was a huge bit of dialogue that I didn't copy and paste, but we'll get to it with my favourite lines because it's just so good, man. And by the way, it's delivered by Lou Diamond Phillips. Fucking smashing the way he does it.
Do you know what superbly acted, man.
Do you know Emilio Estevez was actually very depressed throughout the shoot because he had recently broke up with his girlfriend. One night, Lou Diamond Phillips decided to play a prank on him in an effort to cheer him up. Phillips had the wardrobe department put makeup on a sheep, dress it up, and put it in Emilio's room. Cheer up, you bastard. There's Dolly.
Hey, you dirty sheep fucker.
Here, don't get on that. Now, Bill, come on now. I reckon that's pretty.
Oh, superb, man. It's like you said, we've already mentioned that the atmosphere on set and all that, man. It just must have been like they were a real band. Know what I mean? Just a band of pals.
Definitely.
Built on each other.
I mean, a lot of the ones I didn't write down, they all seem to involve Lou Diamond Phillips in some way, shape, or form. He seems to be the cheeky chappy of the group. But another thing about Lou Diamond Phillips is he kept his buffalo skin jacket as a memento. And I like that.
I like that. But see, talking about the regulators and all, they're kind of forced into this kind of outlaw lifestyle, but no oil them are made for it. Know what I mean? Which kind of makes you wonder, like, why, why were you in this joke to begin with? I mean, because
Aye.
effectively Charles isn't made for it, neither is Doc. Know what I mean?
No.
I get the sense that Dick would just do it, and Chavez, Bill, and Dirty Steve, or they're game for it. Know what I mean? They're made for sterner stuff.
Aye, definitely. Dick's kind of the big brother of the lot, and he's kind of in the second in command. He looks to be the guy that's going to take John Tunstall's throne, and he takes on the kind of the leader role, doesn't he? But it's Billy just fucking keeps chastising him calls him Dick. Dick. That's the way he says it, but Doc, who's played by Keifer Sutherland, you never really know why he's ended up there. I don't think, do you? At John Tunstall's ranch, but there's some trivia
well,
on him.
He has got a line that I think's fucking tremendous, and it kind of tells you what he was into before he got there. But
that's right,
because apparently the real person actually did study medicine, and that's where he got his name. Doc studied medicine in New Orleans or something like that.
That's right, but apparently the climate didn't agree with him, so he left. It's such a Western thing to say, isn't it? Yeah, weather down there didn't agree with me. Came on through. All right, mate. Where'd you leave school for? It's fucking too warm, mate. Too warm.
Right.
Do you know a few members of it?
Here?
I know. Oh, it's fucking freezing. I can't go to my work. Fuck me, know people like that, actually. Do you know a few members of the Hells Angels were in this movie as well?
No.
Says here that Hells Angels Motor Saber Club, they were used as extras in the bar scenes when the group goes to arrest Henry Hill. They were also used as extra security. There we go. Extra security during the shooting of the final battle. That crowds of onlookers were getting too big, so they were used as bouncers and all. They were in the movie.
That's not what went bad before, has it?
Oh, that's that. We've done that before. I think the Mafia have been in a couple of films we've done before as well, haven't we? Hey, I'm going to be in your fucking movie, and we're going to take it. That's what we want paid for it. No bother.
Oh, right, man. But scenes, mate. Favourite scenes. This day, the favourite scenes.
Aye. I'll kick off this week. Fucking try and make one of yours.
That's what you do. That's what you
do. I like the scene when they out McCloskey. When they catch up with some of Murphy's guys, they get to the edge of the water. We're going to take them in, all that, and this is where Billy says, "Objection, Your Honour. I'm not taking any cunt." And basically, is what he says. He says, "I think we should take them up to Old Creek Mountain top and blow their goddamn heads off." What do you think, Steve? Is Dirty Steve in it?
Dirty Steve.
Yeah. He's up for it. Seems to be the only one that is. And Dick's trying to talk him down. But then McCloskey, who's been riding with him, says, "Hold on now, Billy. I think we should take these and we should ride straight through Lincoln." And Billy is just wise to it. He's like, "Shit, I never seen it. How did I not see it before now? See what? You're a goddamn spy. You used to ride with fucking Murphy and all that. He's one of us, Bill." And then the kid's on. Shit, sorry. Shakes his horn and then just says, "Shit, fucking sorry, I never seen this before." Blows his head off, man. Brilliant scene, man.
See when the blood fucking splatters on Keifer Sutherland's face, and he's just
fucking. Before he's had time to think about what's just transpired, he's covered now another guy's fucking brain matter. You know what I mean? So it's a great scene. It's powerful because it shows you the power struggle between Dick and Billy. I suppose Dick might be in charge, but he's not in charge. Billy's doing what he's going to fucking do, and that sets it up for the rest of the film. So I like that scene, mate.
See, I was going to say that at the end. Do you think McCloskey was a spy?
Aye.
I mean, because I've watched that before, and I'm going. See when he goes, "What was that? I've seen that," and I'm going, I didn't fucking see it.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
I suppose it stems from the fact that Billy will never trust the guy anyway. But
Aye.
saying something like that, which seems to me to be the totally wrong thing to suggest in that scenario.
Aye.
He's well, thank you. That's the only excuse I fucking need to blow your bastard head off. I don't like you. Fuck you.
Aye.
So I've got to think Billy's right. Aye.
Aye. When I watched it again last night, see when he first shows up and all that, and it's like, see the wee look when Tunstall goes into the house, and you're like, is that a suspicious smile or whatever? And I'm like, I'll side with you in this, that he is a spy, but I was like, I did think going, is this just Bill's fucking paranoia? Know what I mean? Is it better just to get rid of him than now and say that he's seen that? Just so people go, all right,
Aye,
you
you
must
could
have
be
seen
right.
something then.
You could be right, mate. You could be right. I've never thought to question it actually, but aye, it's perfectly plausible. The guy is on side and he has put the Murphy days behind him and all that, and he's looking for redemption, but it was just a batshit stupid fucking suggestion. No, we shouldn't go east, we shouldn't go, but we should just drive right through Murphy territory. You fucking mental, mate. You talking about? Why? Tell me why.
Exactly.
So-
Tell me for why. But
Aye.
yeah, it's a smashing scene, man. Plus, I think that's the brutality stuff. I know. See the blood splatting on Keifer Sutherland's face. It's like, oh, this isn't like other westerns.
That being said, right, I didn't know. I didn't even register this was an 18. This movie.
Aye.
I don't think it would have been 18 today. But
No, fuck sake, this would be a PG.
it's when the Blu-ray came through the door and I looked at it and went, fuck me, that's an 18. Yeah.
Fuck me, the guy that posted like that. Beg your pardon.
Dick in my ass. Which one of yours, mate?
Oh well, mate. It's got to be the peyote tripping scene. It's just so fucking. It's funny, man. And an otherwise kind of serious kind of film. It's just funny. Just fucking. I always laugh at Dirty Steve. He's fucking tripping and shooting at stuff and all that, right? But it's just again, see Doc. He's just called that. She's the flower. I'm her, and he's like, that, and he's fucking. He's just talking that much shit. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Aye. And it's great acting by him, isn't it, Keifer Sutherland? Because the joy when he thinks he's came up with a revelation. It's fucking, I've all done that in a fucking somebody's kitchen at 4 a.m. Jesus.
If people get mad Bully, he's obviously fucking about with his guns. I'm the fucking coolest hand in the West, and the next thing throws his gun and he goes, looks up the way like it's no come back down.
Aye.
Oh,
Superb.
man, Charlie, I know. He's fucking embracing the world and just going, oh, this is brilliant. Oh,
Aye.
fucking
And
amazing.
Chavez knows just to sit and fucking let it be, you know what I mean? As I was saying, as I alluded to earlier on a couple of podcasts, poo-poo this film a wee bit. And they're right, this scene, the reason for them tripping out or having this, there's no reason for it. It's just put in there. It's just, they don't do it for effect, they don't do it for part of the story. It's just a mad scene. But I like it, like you. I think it's fucking great.
Aye, it breaks up the fucking. Because there couldn't be too much of revenge. Know what I mean?
Mhm.
There can be too much yet. So see this, I get this, and it gets back to these people, these individuals. Know what I mean? Instead of them just being like bloodthirsty fucking revenge demons. Know what I mean?
Aye.
But
And if there is an excuse for it from me, I would say that maybe Chavez has just read the situation and say, right, boys, we need to fucking let some steam off here. Do you know what I mean? You're right.
Aye. I mean, it's because even I know, mate, there's a bit that makes me laugh. See when Charlie's getting on his horse and his fucking hair's all over the place, man. And he's just, mate, it tickles me so much, man. And then fucking, it's just Dirty Steve. Dirty Steve is in a pure blind panic. He's going, you guys! You guys!
He's having a bad trip. And then, obviously, it leads to one of the most famous lines in
Fucking
movie
so
Western
good, man.
history, which we'll probably
Oh,
I'll let you say
but that's
in
man.
in a little bit.
I think it's Doc. See, Doc just fucking. He's the way he's having a mad revelation, and it's not gone anywhere. And it's just fucking. I don't know. I don't know if it's just because we've been in that situation
Mhm.
and we've seen people talking shit, no going anywhere with it, and thinking it's a great idea. You're just going, what?
Aye. And we've all had the Dirty Steve moment as well when we've had a badging. I remember I thought my pal walked me home to fucking shoot me. When you, what is it? What's doing your trousers? What are you talking about? What is it tucked into the belt and all that? You're a gun on it, you're going to shoot me and all that. Fucking Craig, I walked you home because you're mad at it. No, you walked me home. Fucking, what are you looking at my window for? What are you shut the curtains for? Fucking. Thought he was going to shoot me. Never had a gun in his fucking life. Oh, mental. Another one of my favourite scenes is the dinner table. They're probably the only time they're all round it and Williams just came on board. There's a lot of grounding in this. I mean, firstly, we find out William isn't a daft boy and he's very literate, he can read, whereas the others are kind of... The man went to the, toilet and they read like my boy. Do you know what I mean? And then William gets a paper. He said, I don't want to read. How no? Are you fucking scared and all that? He goes like, and he just rhymes it off like a fucking newscaster, doesn't he? And everybody's like, fuck. There's meant to this kid that meets the eye. And then, like Stephen and Chris are winding him up. Do you know what I mean? And then John tells him to stop it, says, like, just for your cheek, used to be doing the dishes, you know what I mean? And then he says, aye, we're sorry, Bill, we're just hacking on you, you know what I mean? No harm intended. By the way, says here you've killed fucking, what is it? I don't know, 13 men and all that. Is that right? I went, aye. Oh no, you killed a man but out west. What did you kill him for? He was hacking on me. The two of them just go, all right, point taken. I think that's fucking funny, really funny. And dead witty, man. Well written.
Aye. Oh, definitely, mate. That's one of my favourite lines in it. Fucking, because it's like a put down, but it's like a comedic put down. And then it's more Tunstall sees wee smuck after he sees it. He's going, "That's I like this boy."
He's going to be all right. This should.
I see the final shootout when they're surrounded. That just stuck with me and all. Watching it, I just thought it was mega.
Mm-hmm.
The whole siege thing, and then it's like against the odds, but they'll still no give up. See all that shit, man. That was like, oh fucking yes, lads, yes. We'll go out on our shields here.
Aye, it lasts a time and all, doesn't it?
Aye, and it's like you hear these guys, they must have 40 men up there. Know what I mean? So you're like, and they've handled themselves well. Know what I mean?
Aye.
Then the army shows up and fucking Murphy's men and John Kinney and all that, and they're going, oh, the poor boys, how they going to escape this and all that. And obviously they don't all escape, but it was like the fuck you with you still can't get it. Know what I mean? It was like the rebellious kind of spirit thing. You're going, I like this. I shall cheer for you, Billy.
I like it, Billy. It's immense from start to finish. People dying, and obviously it's against all odds, but it's great. You said the budget earlier on about 13 million. They fucking get every penny worth for 13 million. Even back in 1988, when 13 million was 13 million today, but the costumes, the set designs, the action, the stunts, the fires, the shooting, the glass break, everything's perfect.
Aye. And it's like everybody kind of becomes who they're supposed to be in that moment as well in the film. Because like, you think Chavez is bolted and Dirty Steve, like, obviously at the beginning they don't get on, and then they become pally, and then it's like the wee moment of doubt again. Oh, he fucking left us. He left us. Then Chavez comes back. Chavez gets fucking shot, and Steve helps him onto his horse, and you're like, oh, the boys. Fucking Charlie, he's been a wee quiet pugilist, and he comes out like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger and starts shooting everybody. You know what I mean? He kills Tom Cruise.
Because he get his hole. Fucking delighted to get his hole. Married the fucking woman and everything, you know what I mean?
And again, Bully's Bully. He's out fucking fighting his end, and even Doc gets his what's her name again? Yen's son.
Yen's son.
And they kind of get right off into half, and it's not hanging. So it was like kind of everybody's story gets told, and their full character arc kind of completes that bit as well. But it was just brilliant, man.
See, when Bon Jovi was asked to write the title song for Young Guns 2, I bet he wrote it on the back of that scene. Because that is what Billy wants to go out on a blaze of glory. Doesn't care if he's, he don't know. Probably how he wanted to die anyway, in a shootout.
Aye, definitely. But it was, man, it was just the whole thing. Surrounded against the odds, this wee band of brothers sort of thing. And they still managed to pull it off in a roundabout way, you know what I mean? Just that.
Brilliant, mate. Another one of mine, last one I'll pick is when Billy asks we'll call him a bounty hunter, to touch the gun. The guy doesn't know he's Billy the Kid, and he's just bamming him up into. I'd like, sure would like to touch the gun that's going to kill Billy the Kid. And the guy's fucking big show off and all that. But Billy empties all the bullets with it, doesn't he? And by this time, the other regulators have resigned their fact that this is him. This is what Billy does. They're just sitting there. Do you know what I mean? No getting anxious, no getting nervous. They just say, oh, well, this guy's dead. Fucking smashing. The partner's great. And Emilio Estevez is funny as fuck in it. He's a cheeky wee bastard. He starts laughing, then he starts whistling and all that. That's amazing, man.
What's it that guy says? It's something like fucking, oh, you're the guy who's going to kill Billy the Kid? And he goes, huh, does a horse push where it wants to? You're like,
Aye. Hey, mister, I see him. What? I see him there. He's there. You're a testy little runt, aren't you?
Man, fucking big massive moustache. Good. Oh, he's a handsome fella. He's a handsome boy.
Left-handed.
Oh,
left-handed.
fucking superb, man. As brilliant, man. Again, quite brutal. I know how the guy gets killed. See the blood splatter or the ball and all that, and you're going, see, I don't really remember that in westerns. You know what I mean? I remember people getting shot, and they always get shot in the shoulder in a western.
Or in the belly. It takes 2 days for a man to die getting shot in the belly. Any other ones, mate?
I'll say one more, and it's when the regulators go back to Alex, and they're talking about what's happening and how they're actually out hiding as well. And then it's effectively the regulators saying, listen, we're in this to death. You know what I mean? We're not going to run. We're here to make a point. We're dying for this sort of thing. You know what I mean? And then it's when they all just start dropping, see their deputised badges. I'm like, oh, that's it. That's it. The men now. The men.
Here we go. Gloves are off. That's a statement. That's a statement.
I just think, mate, it's just they're resigned to their fate, and they're going to stick by it. You know what I mean? It's like they're not going to abandon each other.
No.
They're not going to abandon Tunstall. You know what I mean? They're not going to betray his memory, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, aye, I like that. I like to cut your jip, lads.
It's great, mate. Great scene. And the character of Alex, he still stays loyal to him, doesn't he? He's always got their back, so he plays a good wee role in this. He's trying to swathe off the government and the army and all that, but obviously it's falling in deaf ears because Murphy's got such a bastard and fucking hold on everything. So,
yep.
It's good seeing that, mate. Any more? No.
No, I mean, that's me. That's me. Tippity top. Lines,
Well
mate.
then, gaze one of your one or two or three or four of your favourite lines
Well,
or bits of
without
dialogue.
saying
Even.
the obvious ones, right? But it's like what I was
Fucking
saying about Doc. Is when he's trying to get Jens on to join him, and she's like, "No, I'm unclean. I'm not used to young boy for a young man and all that, right?" And he just goes like, "Unclean. I used to ride with the dirty underwear gang in Liberty, Missouri. What's your crew's name? We're the dirty underwear gang. Come again."
I know. Who fucking named him? Do you know what I mean? And how did they find it?
But I was thinking about that last night when he said it, and I'm going like, seeing they were getting chased, there must have been an awful smell of shite coming after them. Maybe that's what it was.
Aye. Wonder if Dirty Steve was in that gang. Aye.
Oh, yeah, that tickled me. Plus, another one I'll say, without saying the obvious ones, is when Billy's talking to Pat Garrett and Billy turns his back and he asks him, "Garrett, are you my friend?" And you're just going, oh, and you just see, because it's more of the scene as well, and you see obviously see Pat reaching in for his holster, and then he says, "No, mate, I'm your friend." Know what I mean? And they're going, "Oh, that's," because eventually that kind of leads into Young Guns too, and they've kind of got a decent relationship there too. Know what I mean? So, what about yourself, mate? Give some lines, mate. Give some lines.
We've already done the hacking on you one, which was fucking smashing. Charlie, we work for Mr. Tunstall as regulators. We regulate any stealing off of this property, and we're damn good at it too. Mr. Tunstall got a soft spot for runaways, dareless, vagrant types, but you can't be any geek off the streets. You got to be handed with the steel, if you know what I mean. Earn your keep. So that's going to be summarization of what the Tunstall Ranch is all about. You know what I mean?
Aye.
You've got to have talent, but you've got to be willing to work for it, and you'll be looked after. You know what I mean? Good.
Oh, aye.
Are you waiting
Just
for another one for me, aye? Say it, mate. Say it.
Say it with your chest.
Go.
You see the size of that chicken?
It's the first one up on fucking IMDb, the first quote. You see the size of it.
Mate, it's never a times we fucking say that and all, by the way. It is unbelievable.
Aye. That is.
Oh.
That is. It's amazing. How you. I think our patter would be fucking shite if it was there for movies, man. The amount of quotes, the amount of movies that we can't get through a day without saying is fucking scary, by the way.
Aye.
No,
It's outrageous. It's outrageous.
It's never happened before. Take a seat, young Skywalker. Take a motherfucking seat, Skywalker.
I was doing it all night. I was playing Call of Duty, seeing zombies, and obviously I get killed, but you can revive people. But there was too many zombies, and I'm like, I'm shouting to my mate, "Leave me! There's nothing more you can do." He's going, "What?"
I won't leave without you, master. Doesn't he fucking fight that off, does he?
But superb, man. But aye.
So who would have thought that the line, "Did you see the size of that chicken?" would be one of the most quotable movie references ever in film. Fucking smash it.
Oh, man. Oh, fucking superb, man. Obviously, we were talking about the Chavez speech and talking about how Murphy and that killed his people. But last week I wrote down two big dialogues, but I didn't do it with this one because it was just it's you need to listen to it and watch it at the same time because Lou Diamond Phillips acts it fucking brilliant. Know what I mean? And you feel for the poor bastard about it. Know what I mean?
Aye, you do totally. we alluded to it earlier on. It's smashing his deliverance and the hurt in his eyes. It escalates like as the story escalates. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's fucking smashing. Smashing. Just talking about how Murphy came in and fucking blindsided them and kind of killed his whole fucking tribe apart from him.
Oh, that's it. Aye. That was how Murphy got the contract to provide the beef to his people, and all he provided was rotten meat. And so they went out to get themselves a cow, and they made it was an Indian uprising, and went in there and just killed everybody. His mom, his sisters, and all that stuff. You're going, oh, this is a bit fucking. But the way he delivers it, watch it, people. You'll probably get it on YouTube. If you don't want to watch the whole film, you'll probably get that a bit on YouTube. It's smashing.
I mean, see that line within that says people's bellies were lying in the snow, their stomachs lying in the snow because they've been fucking gutted. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Oh,
Aye.
And I thought this smelled bad on the outside.
And I'll say one other line for Dirty Steve that I thought was fucking brilliant, and it's Charlie's got that. It's right after the peyote scene, and they're traveling through this wee Indian village, and Charlie goes, "Why aren't they attacking us?" And Steve just goes, "They can't see us. We're in the spirit world, asshole."
Class on it. They totally believes it, I know. They can't see us. That's fucking brilliant. There's a cracking bit of dialogue with Billy. They're holed up, obviously, in the house, and he shouts out, "Hey, Pippin, see you got Charlie Crawford down there with you?" And Pippin says, "Yeah, that's right, Bonnie. We got a whole bang." "Hey, Pippin, Charlie Crawford's not with you anymore." He's laughing. It's just a brilliant wee scene, a brilliant bit of dialogue from comedic as fuck. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. It's fucking. Mate, see, I found it last night. I know, and it's weird. But it's not weird now. But it's kind of what's nice now that I think about it. Right? You know, Charlie. He says there's one thing he has to do before he dies, and he thinks it's like go to this prostitute.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't go for sex or anything like that. He just wants to hold her, sort of thing. There's a deleted scene for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually Charlie's his mother.
What?
Right. And that was going to be revealed. That he was going to start getting pelters for look, you better see a prostitute and all that, blah blah blah. And he was going to go, no, that was my mum, sort of thing. And it was like he never get held by his mother, sort of thing. Know what I mean? You're going, oh, poor boy.
I thought he wanted to get married because
Aye.
Well, I'm glad that was deleted. That'd have been fucking weird. Very weird.
Big old titty.
Betty.
Oh. Aye, but aye, that was apparently what it was. Because that always did fucking feel weird to me. I was like going, why has he got to see a prostitute and just gain her a cuddle sort of thing? Know what I mean?
Aye.
But aye, whatever.
Because ends up saying it's his bride, innit? It ends up marrying her and all that because he decides not to. He decides to go out with the boys rather than stay with his bride on his wedding night, and he just says, "It ain't easy being pals." Or it ain't easy having pals.
Aye, but aye. Any more lines, mate? Any more lines?
I've got hunters, mate, but I'll just. Billy's sitting in the bath and he's dictating what this letter should say. Doc's writing it for him. He says, "Dear Governor Atwell, I've heard that you will give $200 for my head. Perhaps we should meet and talk. I'm at the Juarez village and the border. Send 3 men and instruct them not to shoot, as I am unarmed. In short, sir, I surrender. Your deadliest servant, William H. Bonney. P.S. I changed my mind. Kiss my ass." Fucking great, man.
Aye. I mean, Emilio Estevez gives fucking like a bully kid like a personality. You know what I mean? That you didn't know that you needed. But
No,
now I can imagine a bully the kid without it being Emilio Estevez.
no, exactly. Made the character his own, and he made him so endearing and likable. It's fucking. You almost feel guilty about liking him. You know what I mean? Because
Aye.
at the end of the day, in history, he was a bad wee bastard. You know what I mean?
Aye.
It did kill a lot of innocent people, I know. It wasn't
Aye. No,
shooting in the name of
that's what
justice.
Doc's always saying, and he's like, I'm really no liking him.
That's right. Brilliant wee line.
But aye.
Aye, Alex refused to leave the house. I'm not leaving my house, Billy. Billy says, Alex, if you stay here, they're going to kill you, and then I'm going to have to go around and kill all the guys that killed you. That's a lot of killing.
I know, it's a bit he says as well, isn't it? He's like, here, take a gun, Alec. And he's like, what? Take part. And I shoot it. That would actually renege my life insurance policy. You're going to see.
Aye. Who's going to grass him? Fuck's sake. Mental. But you said about the bit where Steve and Chavez eventually kind of make up. That's a good wee back and forth.
Aye.
And Dirty Steve says, damn good riding with you, Chavez. And Chavez just says, many nights, my friend, many nights I've put a blade to your throat while you were sleeping. Glad I never killed you, Steve. You're all right. Steve just, I don't know what fucking pissed you off that much, mate.
No, I just remember the law. See that Steve, after they've tripped on the peyote and he gets on his horse. Obviously, nobody's answered him about seeing the chicken. He talks to his horse and he goes, hey, dog, did you see the size of that chicken?
Aye. That's so good, man.
And
And then
the horse
probably,
went, nay. Nay.
oh, it's bad that. Had to be said, but had to be said. I've got loads of other lines there, mate, but obviously the big famous one is when Billy eventually gets Murphy in his sights, doesn't he?
Oh, aye.
Murphy just turns around, thinking he's well at a fucking range. He just says, reap the whirlwind, Murphy. Oh no, reap it, Murphy. You son of a bitch. He fucking blows his head off, man. Brilliant.
Aye. That's it. Because you think, again, what we spoke about earlier, you think this is not the wee happy ending every Western has, no, that you actually think the bad guy's going to get away with it. Because the bad guy doesn't get killed. All his men are still there. Know what I mean? All them that probably killed Tunstall. Even the guy that killed Dick, I don't think he gets killed. Know what I mean? So it's like,
But just as he's trotting away, ever so fucking magnanimous, like walking away from this death and destruction at his hand. Aye, you're right, mate. It's great to see him just turn around. Hey, Murphy! Just turn around and get the fucking bullet right square in the head, man. Smashing.
aye. But, have you anything else to say about the movie?
No, I would just urge anybody that's not seen it to get it watched because it's just a right good bloody time, man. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. Great acting, great cast, great bit of action, and a great wee story.
Aye, definitely. That's what I say is I would probably say it's my favourite Western. I mean, like the ones we've done, like Unforgiven and Tombstone and stuff like that. Even is it The Quick and the Dead? I like The Quick and the Dead for some fucking reason. No, I mean it's just. I think this gave like more life to the Western films again because I think they'd kind of petered it a bit, and this kind of gave rebuff to it.
I see the more recent have done Magnificent Seven with Denzel and Chris Pratt and all that in it. I liked that. I thought it was a good fucking movie. And I get panned and all. It kind of made me think is Westerns just is it a sign of this generation? It's just not a thing now. They just don't like it.
Don't think they've done a gritty one now. See for what this get panned. I don't think they've actually done it very, very. See, like Bone Tomahawk. Bone Tomahawk's like a kind of westerny horror, but that's very fucking gritty, and people like that. So I'm like that going, is that what it is? Does it really have to be like gritty and show you the really bad side of things now?
Aye.
So
I just wonder about the golden age of cinema when it was Western. You know what I mean? Or musical.
aye,
You know what I mean?
that's it.
They just seem to be a sign of the times, but aye, they don't get the love they deserve. I'm interested to watch that Kevin Costner thing. I've not seen that, but I've heard good things.
Aye.
Just a lot of people
It
just
kind
never
of
went to see it.
drags on a bit. It's just, but watch it. People might like it. There's one with Mads Mikkelsen that I've watched. I think it's called Salvation. That was all right for what I remember it. I'll need to watch it again, but I've largely the Western thing. I don't know if there's a big market out there for people, but I didn't used to like them, but now I do. You know what I mean? Because I just had it in blue these mad guys and their mad fancy shirts and fucking getting shot and all that fucking carry on. You know what I mean? And it's like, come on, give something gritty.
Aye.
In fact, nobody should really do. Make Red Dead Redemption a movie, and I bet it fucking takes off.
Still never
Could
played
probably
it.
make. It's smashing.
Aye. I'll need to get on that. I've got this Xbox that I fucking have no time to play. It's mess vexing, let me tell you. So, who's your favourite character, mate?
Oh, I'm maybe say Chavez.
That's
Chavez.
fine.
Has it?
I thought that'd surprised you. But as I say to you in the text, I said, but he's my favourite. I know. He seems to be.
Aye.
I think Lou Diamond Phillips is a great actor, man. Wish I'd seen him in more stuff, but in this, he's great. He seems to be at the crux of every important thing or realisation or and he's fucking damn good with that knife, isn't he?
Yeah, that's it. He's like a character that's been majorly wronged and is within himself, sort of thing. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But he tries to get the guys to leave and doesn't work out, and again just doesn't abandon his pals. And then even at the end, when you think he's skedaddled and left them to their fate, he comes back again. Know what I mean? And it's just I like you, man. I like you.
Chavato, Billy the Kid. He names him. Know what I mean? Always stuck with me. What'd you get out of 10, Christopher?
Well, on my IMDb, it's an 8, and it's going to stay an 8. It's staying an 8.
I'm exact same.
People may come for me, but come at me.
I don't give a fuck who comes for it. Again, we've got these movies on our list because A, we like them, and B, there's a certain degree of nostalgia probably attached to a lot of the decisions that we've made. And this is no different. It just takes me back to being 10-year-old in my room, fucking putting the tape in the living room. It's mental, man. You can almost fucking smell the room, you know what I mean? And know what I'm drinking, probably diluting orange juice and a piece of jam, you know what I mean? Fucking sounds pure.
Sugar.
Deprivation. Oh, piece of jam, the boy. And diluting orange.
Sharing seats.
Aye. My wee brother's sharing the room with me, you know what I mean? Good days. Good days. So there we go, folks. That was Young Guns, 1988. A lot didn't come out until January 1989 here. We don't give a fuck about that. 1988, great year. We hope you enjoyed the review. We hope you've watched the film, and if you haven't, we hope you make plans to watch it. It's well worth it. And obviously, it's got a wee fully up there as Young Guns 2, which I'll need to watch because I've not seen that in a bloody long time. So much so that I can't remember an awful lot about it. But I'll watch that in my downtime. Keep following, keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing, keep telling your enemies, tell your pals. And big shout out to Seismic before we go as well. Listen to their Dread episode. It was very, very good. And keep going, boys. Keep punching and let Paul out the fucking dungeon, man. Jesus Christ.
Aye.
Really?
Our poor boys down there when editing away by candlelight.
Aye, editing away by candlelight. Plug him in. You've got an hour to edit that, you wee bastard. And the Wi-Fi's going off. Oh, can I get something to eat? Finish that first. You're a dirty boy.
Dirty boy.
He'll be raging and all because fucking the cowshed at Capello blew away, apparently, in that storm.
Oh. Ah. It's a shame
Right.
that. It's a
Ain't
shame.
no better. A bad thing on the aesthetics of the fucking ground, right enough. You can't see it for the road, you know what I mean? But
True.
thanks everybody. We appreciate. Oh, before we go, it is viewers' choice this week, Chris.
Oh.
Let me get my list. Where are you, list? I will cheer for you. Fuck, where are you? I deleted that. Oh no. Alphabet, shopping, outgoings. Fun it. I forgot to change the picture to a picture of a bowl of popcorn for the movie list, you know what I mean? So the fan list, mate, we have 1 to 14, but 3 and 9 are away.
Mm.
Pick. It'd be quite funny if it was Paul Kelly's one, get him out of dungeon. There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 regulators. So I'll go number 6.
Oh, it's a doozy. Number 6 was picked by John Cameron, good pal, and he picked Fight Club.
Oh, his name is Robert Paulson.
First rule of Fight Club. So that's a great film. I'm actually looking forward to watching that. I've seen that in a wee while as well.
Aye.
Some great performances. And I even don't mind Helen Bonham Carter in this, who vexes me greatly in most things, but she plays a good part in this, actually. So
Vexes me greatly.
She does vex me greatly. She's fucking missed her movie careers because she was pumping Tim Burton, you know what I mean? Which we talked about last night when the texts about, his spouse is getting...
How fucking weird is that, by the way? I was going to say that.
There you go. So I'll reach out to John, see if he wants to come on and have a wee chat with us about it. If we can sync our diaries and all that jazz, and we'll get a date in the diary at some point in the next couple of weeks. But thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed it. And this will be out on Friday, so happy Friday to you all.
Yes, happy Friday, and enjoy your weekend. Cheery bye.
Cheery bye for me too. The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.